Hello everyone and welcome to another PHP lecture. So I'm going to show you how to start creating forms with PHP and how to handle those forms. So we're going to start by creating a simple form in this lecture with radio buttons, drop boxes, and also inputs and a comment text box. So the user can type anything he wants on the form. And then I'm going to show you how to handle all that data and how we can store it on a database. Let's start by creating a form. In PHP, creating forms and handling forms, it's probably one of the most important things. So let's start by creating the form. And let's save this. Save as. Remember, you have to save it on the htdocs. So let me search for the XAMPP and htdocs. Great. So here, let's type, not test because we already have one file with that name. So let me type user form.php. Okay, great. Let's create a simple form. Obviously, you learned how to create forms in HTML. So it's very easy for you. We just have to create an HTML file. Create a head text and the title text. And then the body tags, and well, let's take the PHP tags out. Not need them now. And the body tag. Okay. Oh, yeah. And close HTML. Inside the body, let's create our first form, and then we need to action. Okay, I will tell you later what action is, and also the method. Okay, equals and double quotes. Now let's close this, and we close form down here. Action basically is where or what PHP file is going to process the handling of this form. So in the next lecture or in future lecture, I'm going to show you how to create a PHP file that handles all the data that is sent by this form. Okay, the method is either get or post, and I'm going to show you the differences in the next lecture as well. So let's create the form first. So let's start with an input name. Then we can type input type equals text. Let's give it a name to this. Let's call this name. And size equals 20, and max length, which is the property for the maximum length, is, let's give it a 40. Okay, so next is let me type this as a paragraph. Okay, so next let's type the name, email. Let's type the email so I can grab all this, copy this, put it here, and let's change the name of the input. Let's give it an email, and size, you can give it a size 40, max length 60. Okay, Now let's create another paragraph, and here we're going to type a radio button. So this radio button is going to say what gender is, so the user can choose the gender. Input type equals radio, name equals, let's call this gender, and then let's give it a value of M for male. And here basically we're gonna type the same thing, copy, and here input type radio gender, F for female. Okay, and the paragraph closes here. Okay, let me just check how is this presenting on the browser. Let me just start here, the Apache and MySQL. And let's open Chrome. This is what we get. Okay, great. So let's go back. So let's create now a drop box or drop option box. So let's type another paragraph here. And this is going to be, let's type age. And then this is not input, is select name equals age. Okay. And here, let's type option value. And here we're going to type 0 to 29. And here under 30. And let's close this option. And now another option is value equals 30 to 60. And let's type here between 30 and 60. Let's close this. Another option value is over 60. So let's type 60 plus, and here you can type over 60. Let's close the option. And finally, we can create, we can close the select tag, okay, and close also the paragraph tag. Okay, so basically, let me indent this so it's better presented. So basically, we have now an input name, input email, a radio button for the gender, and also a drop with several options for the age. So let me check this. And yep, okay, great. So we have a lot of different types of inputs, or all the different types of inputs. I'm missing still one, which is the text area. So let's create a text area. So P, and let's type comments equals, and this is going to be text area name And let's type comments. And now we type rows equals to, let's go to 3, and calls for columns. Sorry. Oops. Calls equals 40. And let's close text area. And basically we are done. Okay. We are only still missing the submit button. So a submit button is for you to click, and everything that is inside as a value, or everything that is inside on the input typed by the user will be handled and sent to this script form and PHP file that I'm going to type here, and I can call it handle PHP. I didn't create this file yet. I'm going to create this file later on with a script to handle all this information, check if the information is correct, and then it's going to send it to a database. The method is either get or post. In the next lecture, I'm going to show you the differences and what you should use. Now let's create just the final input button, which is input type equals button. Let's create also the paragraph here. Input type button. Sorry, input type submit. Okay. The name of this is submit. The value is also submit. And let's basically create a close B. Okay, so we are definitely done with this form. I'm just gonna check this for the last time and see if everything is okay, and excellent. So here I can type my name, here I can type my email, I can choose here, here, and comments. And then I click submit, nothing happens. Why? Because we still don't have any PHP script or file to handle this form, okay? I'm gonna show you how to do that, don't worry. Let's get to the next lecture. I'm gonna show you the difference between post and get, and then we're gonna create a handle PHP file with the script to handle all this, okay? See you guys in the next lecture.